for straight,
rolling.
So this is going to be part of your the primary clinches. We call the thumb lock restraint. So this is same thing. Come in here for an arm drag, and I come in. The thumb will actually catch the neck right here. It's very similar to what we did here, and I'll get it overhook here. Okay. So going slow. This slides right up, and I catch my overhook, and all I'm doing is keeping them off balance. There's no choke being applied here, so nothing's on his carotid arteries. We're not blocking his windpipe or anything like that. We're just keeping his head tilted off balance to make it easier to escort them out. The other thing this TLR is good for, the thumb lock restraint, is get the harness.
Oh,
So if I'm able to pull his hands down from the harness, he just switches right to a thumb lock. Okay? So going in harness, or sorry. So I've got the harness, he pulls my hand down, automatically I go right to the thumb lock restraints and get this. Okay? And it's the same thing with him. We should always be able to move from one position to the other. If he starts getting squirrely on me and he starts getting out of this, I'm just going to move to the harness, okay? And then we'll go from there. But the thumb lock?
Can you do that last 10 seconds just one more time?
Okay. Which one?
So just the last.
or the moving positions.
Yeah,
Moving positions.
Oh. So, say for instance, if I've got the Russian tie, okay, and he starts getting real square, I feel like I'm going to lose it. Well, don't keep fighting. Just go to another technique, okay? One or the other two. So, now we're going to move on to block 2, which would be the escorts. We'll do the escorts from the Russian tie first. So, say we've already got the positioning of the Russian tie. This is, like I said, for the most part, we don't want to be putting our hands on people, okay? We try to talk them out without having to touch them, okay? But there is a thing called tactical touch, where we're just barely touching them, okay? But what that's going to do is help prevent me from getting a nice elbow in the face, okay? If I don't have any hands down here like this, he can catch me with an elbow, okay? But if I'm here, okay, and he tries to elbow me just with that little bit of a touch, I can feel him moving, hit me, and I can do other things from there, okay? So this is just a 2-on-1 with an extension. Try to keep a little bit of an extension in case he tries to come around and hit you with this left hand. So we're just, hey, you know, come on, guy, let's go out. We'll talk about outside, whatever. Okay. The other one, key lock. Again, from the Russian tie. Okay. The key lock. This is if they pull their hand in. Okay. Very simple movement. Don't go chasing it. Okay. Let them come to you. Okay. Then we can just key lock it in. Okay. And keep it in nice and tight right here. All right. So if he pulls in, that's okay. And what I'll do sometimes, just like what we used to do in judo, is you give them a little bit of a pull back, just a little bit. Now, anytime you pull somebody in one direction, they're going to want to go in the other direction. So here, I pull him back a little bit, and he's going to pull in for me. Okay, it almost works like clockwork every time. All right. So the next one on our list would be Sankyo. You see this a lot in Aikido, okay? This works well from a Russian tie, especially if they lift up their elbow and they're trying to get away this way, okay? They pretty much hand you a Sankyo, okay? So from here, he comes up, he spiral right into the Sankyo, and then I've got this, and then I can escort them out. This technique works really well, especially if you're working solo somewhere, because once I have the Sankyo and I've got it locked down, I always want to lock it down right here, so you don't obviously hit me with this elbow. Okay, from this position, it's very difficult for him to punch me. Very difficult for him to kick me from this position. So if you're working solo, this is a really good technique to learn. And you can learn this technique from a lot of different positions, okay? Here, and then we just escort out, okay? All it does is it puts a little bit of pressure on the wrist, but there's no permanent damage or anything like that. They might be a little bit sore if they're trying to fight you. So if you have it like this, I have it locked down, okay? I'm not gonna break his wrist because this is locked down right here, okay? If he really starts to come in at, maybe he's impaired to the degree where he doesn't feel pain, he really starts to come in on me. Instead of letting him break his own wrist, I'm just gonna go behind him. But I've used this technique hundreds of times. I've never had anybody get out of it or try to hurt themselves. Usually as soon as they feel the resistance coming towards me, it stops, okay? So Sankyo is a really good escort technique to learn. Another one, which is really common, remember we're doing all these from the Russian Thai here. Another one is called the gooseneck. So here, my thumb will be down. When he brings it in, same thing, just like we did with the figure 4. Same thing here. I'm just gonna get the gooseneck, okay? So he brings his hand in, so I've got the gooseneck from here. And then I can escort him out from here. Make sure you keep that elbow in tight, okay? You don't want them slipping out, etc. If they do end up slipping out, okay, again, we'll move to the back. We'll go to the harness. Okay. We just went over this a little bit. From the harness, okay, we just talked about this. From the harness right here, if he starts to pull it down, boom, again, there's my thumb lock restraint, okay, and then I can escort him out from here. Keep that head tilted a little bit, and I can walk him out from here. The hammer locks, okay? So basically from the hammer locks, to get it's a pretty easy way to get the hammer lock is we're gonna pull them forward, okay? And at the same time, we're cutting at the elbow here, and then we get here, and then I can get the thumb lock restraint from here with that elbow behind the back. I'm not as big of a fan of the hammer lock, reason being, it's real easy to hurt somebody's shoulder right here, this whole area right here. So you do have to be careful with that. A lot of guys that I know love to use this technique, and it's very effective, okay? But just make sure that you don't apply so much pressure on the shoulder that you end up dislocating your shoulder or doing other damage, okay? The other way to get to the hammer lock, if he gets me in a collar tie, do it from this side so that you can see. He gets me from a collar tie here, okay? From here, I'm going to go underneath the arm and bring this back here. Again, you know, maybe I'm sitting here, I turn around and boom, he's right there. So first thing I want to do, get my framing here, okay? Catch this right here. Use my legs to lift. I never want to just try to be strong. It's not going to work, okay? So what I want to do is I want to use my legs, get up underneath. Then right back to the TLR, thumb lock restraint. So that's the two versions of the hammer lock that we typically do. And then we get the takedowns. Let's go on and do that.
Do you want to try to grab a chair for the? There's one right
Chair?
there.
What kind of chair?
There's one that take me said we have here.
There's one right there also.
Yeah.
This will work.
That one?
And, can we use Spencer for this?
You can, he's gonna do it, you can use me,
Oh, okay.
or, you wanna use me?
I mean, this position or?
What do you need?
That's fine, we can do it this way.
What are you
I'll
looking
put it right
for?
there in there.
Oh,
What are you looking for though? What's he looking for?
This is if,
I think he needs,
this is a technique if somebody is sitting down and, you know, it's like,
refuses to
you know,
get up and
Yeah.
just, you know, being.
hey guys, you know, the servers, they want you to leave, you can't
Mhm.
stay, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. But they're kind of aggressive, you know, it's like, fuck
Okay.
you, I ain't going nowhere, you know, blah, blah, blah.
Okay,
So, would you pull your glasses off there?
take these?
And the ones I,
Oh,
yeah.
can I wear these? Take these
Actually,
off.
both pairs.
We
Sure,
just don't wanna.
sure you don't want to use
Put
Spencer.
'em over there. Spencer's directing. Spence. They wanna use you.
Huh?
They need to use you. Okay. He's excuse me. Okay.
Okay. So, this is called a cobra hold. If you have somebody that's sitting down that's just absolutely refusing, but you need to get them out of the venue, what you're gonna do is you're gonna come in and you're gonna put all your weight on their shoulder and their arm right here. So don't rely on just your arm strength here. Put all your weight into them. That's gonna come around and hold here, okay? And if you need to, you can cover it up here, legs. Or, you can do the arm. And so from here, we're gonna pick him up. He'll have a Russian tie, I'll have the cobra hold, and we can escort him out from here, okay? Now, remember, this isn't a choke. We're not applying any pressure on the carotid arteries or the larynx right here. And this should usually only be done if you have a partner with you. So take their elbow, you're gonna put your weight in on it, grab the hand goes to the inside, we're gonna lift them up, and talk to them the whole time that you're, okay, look, we're just gonna go outside, nobody's gonna hurt you, we're just gonna walk outside.
I don't wanna go.
Thank you.
And what
So-
about the leg one? We're gonna do that. No, we're good?
Okay.
More?
So that's a
I'll do
cobra
it.
hold from the sitting position.
That's like decades worth of, you seeing the same behavior. I don't wanna go.
I'm trying to go real easy. I can't hurt my boss.
It's a cameo appearance of the executive producer.
Just one more beer.
Just one more beer.
One more drink.
Yeah.
Then I'll go.
You've had enough, buddy.
So for escorts, when somebody is maybe down in the prone position or you've got them on the stairs, there's a couple ways that we can deal with that. So, boom, we got a takedown. Okay, from here,
Oh, hold on one
Oh,
second.
they need to move the
We don't
camera.
have, yeah, we don't have any floor.
You don't
in
have
the
the
prone
angle.
position.
We don't have the angle.
What's that?
We don't have the angle. The
Oh.
camera's not
Yeah, I
there.
don't have any floor,
Oh,
so.
do you want us to move back? further here, or?
He's gonna, here, I'll go into this position and you can figure out your,
That's where you're gonna be?
probably, this is where I'm gonna be, right, Dana?
Yeah,
Okay.
that gives you some room.
Oh, there we go. There we go, that's a good angle right there.
You need me to adjust?
Yeah.
I'm getting.
What you want to
Yeah,
see?
but just tell me and you sit here and tell me what to do, which
I already
which
got it,
camera.
I already got it.
You good?
Yeah.
Alright.
So am I standing up?
Alright,
Yeah, go on, Steve.
we're good.
Okay, I'll go reverse the movement so that I end up in the same position. So maybe from here.
You want the mats now or no?
We're okay. He's just gonna stand me up. So.
So once you do pretty much any takedown that's within the curriculum, what's gonna happen is they're gonna end up in a prone position here. From this position here, thumb on thumb, bend at the elbow, and talk to them. I need you to stand up for me. Stand up. That's it. Stand up. Stand up. And you've got the gooseneck. Okay? So to do a little bit quicker, so I come in, boom, 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 something happens, look, boom. Okay, from here, I'm gonna put him on the back, thumb on thumb, catch that into the elbow, and get him up, and then escort him out. By this time, somebody should be on the other arm. The other one is back to Sankyo. So, say for instance, if we're on a stairway, okay, just go down to all fours. So maybe he's on the stairway, okay, up or down, doesn't matter. And he doesn't want to go, or he fell to the floor. He refuses to go. Okay, from here, all we're gonna do is get the Sankyo and stand him up. When you do the Sankyo, it's not just turning here, and it's not just pushing up, okay? It's actually an upward spiral. So from here, it's this type of movement. And then I get them locked in, okay? So a little bit faster. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna pull it up, I'm gonna put my pressure in here so if he tries to come in on me, I can control that. From here, I'll get the Sankyo, stand him up. I've got this, and we can escort him out.
Okay, let's do that one more
One thing I
time.
did, oh,
One more.
We're gonna do that.
Bet, I'll do it for you. I can move it so then you can see. That's good though. You got it? You wanna try, you tell me? From there, you good?
That's a good angle. Yeah, cause that'll actually get you grabbing his arm.
You good?
Teeny bit more down. Perfect, yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Alright,
so some way or another, they got down on their knees like this, hands and knees. Like I said, it could be on a stairway, it could be anything. What I'm gonna do is take away that post, control his balance from here, okay? I can get my Sankyo, use your legs, stand them up, and then from there you can escort them out, okay? One thing I didn't mention, I should have mentioned earlier, was anytime that you're dealing with a situation, make sure the number one thing you do is you call for backup if you're working with a team. Get your team members coming in, okay, to get some assistance. Don't try to handle everything on yourself, by yourself.
lots.
Okay, so,